Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gatso, and welcome to Race First coverage of round, 9 of the Season 1 2022 of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series. Today we're coming to you from the road course at Homestead Miami Speedway for the Let's Race Miami Grand Prix. As you see, we're about 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from the end of qualifying. Provisionally on the pole, Alex Van de Sant with a lap time of 1:03.239. Michael O'Brien, Nate Seifert, Nick Johnston. Nicholas Johnson will be starting from the pits, though, but that is at least a better pit stall for him. And Caleb Benzie round out your top five. Let's take a look at bringing up the date on where we are and what has happened over the last couple of races. Of course, here is the schedule of the remaining races. We only have two more after this. This is the Chicago Street Course and then the Mid-Ohio Road Course. And that will conclude this season, which is the third season, but season 1 of 2022. We will probably see another season, another announced here soon sometime. Keep your ears and eyes open, and we'll probably get that news out to you. But that is what's left of the season right here. Just two races after tonight, the Chicago Street Course and the Mid-Ohio Road Course. Here is the results from the last race. As you see, Nicholas Johnson was the winner. A very entertaining race at COTA. So the point situation is shaping up to look like this here. Michael O'Brien with the 221 total points. Now, interesting enough, the Old Dogs team is not here tonight. We're not sure if it's for the remainder of the season or if it's just a one-off thing. But I believe there might be some question about whether they liked the penalty or got or something from a previous round. So we'll see if they are just sitting out today as a protest and or just the remainder of the season. But Principal Dan is not in the lineup tonight. So that means Gavin has a chance to move into, Gavin Sanders has a chance to move into P2 in that tight battle with Alex Van de Sant. Only 1 point separating positions 3 and 4. The defending champion Nate Seifert, not out of this yet, 179 points in P5. Looking to also capitalize on the Old Dogs' absence is Nicholas Johnson. He's tied with Matthew Short, his teammate, as a matter of fact. And they could possibly jump over Dory for P6 there. Caleb Benzie's also in this as well. He could possibly do the same. Dakota DeMade rounds out the top 10. About 1:45 left in qualifying. We'll get you the updated lineup so far here, provisionally. Old Dogs are well, I guess leaders in the clubhouse, so to speak, for the team championship, but they will not be here tonight. So Team Kamigoya Sunset Arctic will have a chance to capitalize and possibly move into that first position. We shall see. FBR Motorsports is second with very consistent runs between their drivers. Infinite Motorsports Black and Vans and Sand. Well, that's only now Alex Van de Sant is running that team, or only racing for that team, as Matt Taylor could only make the first couple races this season and had to drop out for the remainder. So it's only a one-car team, but still 273 points, and we all know how good Alex is. We will get our Let's Race pole award here in just about 28 seconds. It looks like it might be Alex Van de Sant. Is a tenth and a half, almost quicker than O'Brien. And we are getting for the brief warm-up period here. There he is. Alex Van de Sant is your Let's Race Pole Award winner. You're going to hear a lot about Let's Race tonight. Trust me. This Fastest Lap Award is brought to you by Let's Race. It's the best place for you to show off your iRacing skills and to win some cash to pay off all those new cars and tracks. Join their Discord today. Find the server link in the description of the video below. Let's Race is sponsoring the Fastest Lap Award. Let's get to tonight's starting lineup. On the pole, Alex Van de Sant. P2, Michael O'Brien. P3, Nate Seifert. P4, Nicholas Johnson. P5, Christopher Hill. And P6, Caleb Bency. P7, Matthew Short. P8, Bruno Miranda joining us tonight. Cody Claiborne with a great start in 9th. Dakota DeMade with a good qualifying effort in 10th. Armando Edwards, the best name in all auto racing, in P11. And JJ Wang with a great qualification effort in 12th. Matt Houston 13th, Byron Daly in 14th, Christian Jasper in 15th, Rodrigo Munoz in 16th, Dan Marrera 17th, and Daniel, I am not David Miglin, in 18th. Rounding out the remainder of this 22-car field as Alex gets his nose really under the rear attenuator there of Cody Claiborne in the finish car. Jeff Groff 19th, Cristobal Valenzuela 20th, Josh Tucker 21st with no time, and Peter Donchek 22nd with no time. And we're going to line up here, and we're going to do some racing. Get a good shot from the Race Verse 1 airship here as they are gridding up. Remember, standing starts here, something that you don't see at Homestead Miami Speedway at all, really, if you're running the oval. And most of the time, the road course are done with rolling starts. So this is kind of a rarity that you're going to see here. Are still joining the grid. And we see Alex. Lights are out, and we're underway. Alex Van de Sant gets a great jump. Looks like Seifert's going to follow him through into turn 1. Michael O'Brien, and then there's that big hole that Nicholas Johnson would be. Cody Claiborne spins. He had a great jump, but he spins going into the turn 1 complex. There goes Nicholas Johnson. Currently on the infield portion here. It kind of wraps around, doubles back on itself. It's not a very technical road course, as you will see here later tonight. We'll do a ride along with one of the either Jeff Groff or Christian Jasper cars. Oh, Matthew Short getting his nose in there. Now they're back out onto the oval. They're probably running twice as much, at least twice as much downforce on the oval with this configuration than normally when they run the oval package. There goes Michael O'Brien on the outside with the slipstream. Here comes Seifert on the outside with the slipstream. We're going to see it 3 wide here possibly, coming through to the start-finish line into turn 1. And this is what we're going to see all night with that draft here. When they're using that portions of the Super Speedway. Oh, Alex is off! Alex is off! And there goes Nate Seifert into the lead. Oh, no! And he's back in the kitty litter, but he's underway. At least he didn't get it beached. But he has a big deficit now to make up. Seifert now is your leader, followed by Michael O'Brien. Matthew Short with a great start. Up to P3, Christopher Hill, P4, Caleb Bency, P5, Bruno Miranda, P6, Matt Houston up to P7, JJ Wang, P8, Byron Daly, P9, and Dakota DeMaid holding down the 10th spot. In fact, Dan Barrera on the inside there with some damage. Bring out the track map for you. Give you an idea. They are using very much, and they're pretty much using all of the oval with the exceptions of turns 1 and 2. But much like the road course, Michael O'Brien getting in there deep. Mo looking to the inside almost to take that position. But much like the Daytona road course where you're on the Super Speedway for a good portion of the time where you could use a draft, this is we're going to see a lot tonight if these guys can stick together. The problem is here the infield road course is not that technical. So a lot of these guys this is going to be pretty close all night long because it's just not a very hard road course. Take a look at Alex Van de Sant now in a battle with Christian Jasper. Working his way back up through the field. He's with Cody Claiborne, who also had that great start, but brought her into the first turn and stuffed it right into the kitty litter. Keeping track of who has the purple lap. Nicholas Johnson right now with the 104.854. Top 5 are staying together pretty well with the 8 of the draft. Really, we'll take a look here at battle right here at Caleb Bency. He's getting the move on the inside of Christopher Hill. Taking a look, this is an extremely fast portion of the race course. In the turn 1, down low, not going to quite pull it off. Wisely's tucking it back in. Also needs to defend from an attacking Bruno Miranda behind him. This is a 2.3 mile road course, 3.7K for those that are outside the United States, 11 turns. IndyCar does not race here, so there's no IndyCar track record, but the track record does have an IndyCar tie-in. Before we do that, real quick, let's take a look here at this battle shaping up between Matthew Short as he's moving up to P2 around Michael O'Brien. Great run by Matthew Short. Yeah, the Homestead track record is held by the son of 1972 Indy 500 winner Mark Donohue. His son David Donohue at the time of 1 minute 13.022 seconds. It was set in 2008. So these you saw that we are doing 103s today. So the Indy cars are about 10 seconds quicker than the Porsche Daytona prototype that David currently holds the real world track record on. Hey, if you enjoy Race First coverage of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series and respect the weekly stream, make sure you support us by smashing the like button below and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next race. We are interactive, so shout out to your favorite driver or team, or let everyone know who was at fault for that crash in the YouTube live chat function during the stream. Thanks for joining us here on Miami this Tuesday night for the Formula Indy Series Let's Race Grand Prix of Miami. Yeah, starting from the pits today was Johnson and Armando Edwards. We will keep an eye on both those guys. Both are very good road course racers. Let's take you back to Armando Edwards. There he is. Let's get a current position on him. He is currently P19. And already Nick Johnson up to P11 on the tail of Dakota the Maid. Not seeing Gavin Sanders here tonight either, so Gavin's not going to be making any hay in the championship, and it doesn't look like, of course, Principal Dan's here, so we'll look at the point championship real quick. Who we'll be paying attention to is Alex Van de Sant, and actually Nate Seifert right now is in the position to get the biggest gain, as he is currently your leader. Purple lap has not changed yet. As you would guess, that the push to pass is going to be a very popular tool here on the course. Right now, let's see, push to pass. Actually, just about everyone has used one. In fact, your leader has used 2 already. Short has used 2. O'Brien has used 3. Hill has used 2. Bency has used 1. Daly has used 1, and Wang has used 2. Matthew Short kind of wisely. I thought he was going to take. I thought he was going to just stick back there and conserve some fuel. But he tried to stick his nose down to the inside and get the pass for position going into turn 1. Turn 5, I believe. 6, actually. Here's 7. 8 will bring you back out onto the Super Speedway. Super Speedway turn 3 is turn 9. Super Speedway turn 4 is turn 10. Very tight grouping here for the top 5. Actually, Daly is working his way into this picture as well. There he is back there. Actually, Daly's, aggressive move here between Caleb Bency and Christopher Hill. Side by side through turns 1 and 2. Yeah, Caleb had the back out of there going to turns 3 and 4 right here. This is about the most technical portion of the race course right here. Yeah, I thought I saw a camera shot where I counted 6 cars, but I guess Daly is about 3 seconds back from this grouping. but he is leading the second pack. With J.J. Wang, and here comes Nicholas Johnson, and Matt Houston's back there, and we got Dakota DeMay there looking to get passed on the outside by Jeff Groff. Tell you what, now's probably a good time to get our Let's Race lap in. Or excuse me, our KidWorks cam. Oh, careful. Oh! And you saw right there, he clips Alex Van de Sant. And Alex toes. Oh, wow. This is going to have, and yeah, there you see the damage, the Power Slide team logo flapping there on the side. Just one of those rough days for Alex, and unfortunately we were riding along with the KidWorks cam, and we saw that one. Very bad timing. But this lap around Homestead, Miami is brought to you by KidWorks OC. Go to KidWorks OC to see how you can help restore at-risk neighborhood and make a difference in a child's life. Let's get back to the action on the race course. Top 5 is starting to string out a little bit. Looks like Bruno Miranda has retired. Couldn't have timed that in-car lap any better or worse. Yeah. Yeah. You see the on the ovals, bringing these guys closer together. Looks like on the more technical portions, Seifert definitely is able to lengthen it out a little bit. Now this really down to the top 3. O'Brien got around short, so short back to P3. Short up 4 spots. Byron Daly up 8. He's back currently in the 6th spot. We saw him leading that second group with Nick Johnson, J.J. Wang. Dakota DeMay looks like he might have had it off. He is back in the 17th position. high above the infield here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Emo getting a great run under braking in its infield portion. Caleb starting to look now at the rear end very closely of Matthew Short there. The deep braking. Look at these guys, how deep they brake in these corners. There's Byron Daly. Of course, if you remember last week, he is the essentially the Padawan learner to the master of Nicholas Johnson, Jedi Master of Nicholas Johnson there. And we'll see if the learner can outduel the master this time here at Homestead, going into turns 3 and 4 on the Super Speedway Oval. It is progressively banked here, although that's not really going to help these cars very much. Oh, great battle developing right here. Just saw some positions change. 3 cars in a tight battle here. We got Caleb Bency, Christopher Hill, and Matthew Short. Matthew Short was P3, and it looks like Bency and Hill got around him, but he's looking to attack once more. Try to preserve that top 5. He might be damaged. He's not really leaving these corners as quick as everyone else. You see on the black sidewalled tires there for the primes. This is a battle right here. Here comes Christopher Hill, getting every bit of that draft. And on push to pass. Side by side in the turns 1 and 2. Wow. Yeah, those guys had a lot of trust for each other right there. When will we see pit stops? Not quite sure what the window is here. And 27 is halfway. I'm not sure if they can go another 10 laps. Maybe they go 18, 18, and 18. We'll see. We are starting lap 18 right now, or coming to lap 18. Emo is not letting Nate get away. Tonight's race sponsorship from the Homestead Miami Speedway is Let's Race. It's the best place for you to show off your iRacing skills and to win some cash to pay off all those new cars and tracks. Come join the inaugural Let's Race event, Don't Be Last, on Sunday, April 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. $10 entry gets you a chance at $100 P1 prize, along with other opportunities to win cash and prizes. It will be the IR18 IndyCar at the iRacing Super Speedway, but with a twist. The unique format should make for some exciting racing with cash and prizes up for grabs. Find the sign-up details in the Let's Race Discord channel, link found in the description of today's broadcast. Don't be last. Sign up today. Of course, Midwest Kidney Warriors on the sponsorship there of our leader and defending champion Nate Seaford. Midwest Kidney Warriors is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that advocates life for those battling kidney disease. We have several kidney warriors needing a life-saving transplant, and many require a living donor. Please visit their website today at MidwestKidneyWarriors.com or visit their group page on Facebook today. I want to thank them for being our season-long series sponsor. Going to be a little bit, but these guys are going to start seeing some lap traffic. And it looks like Caleb did get around Christopher Hill, or actually he's able to hold off Christopher. Now Christopher's going to dive in there. Caleb gives him room side by side as Caleb getting a little squirrely there on the rumble strips. And now that gives the position to Christopher Hill. Oh, a lot of cars getting their wheels off there on the rumble strips. Getting tight. It looks like Byron Daly has joined this battle along with Nicholas Johnson. The Infinite Motorsports gang is going to be, if they can finish this, it will be a pretty good points gain for them. Look how deep you just see them coming into your picture right there. Here is high on the grandstands. This is what, if you were in the stands, this is what you would see here on the road course at Homestead Miami Speedway. Actually, it's not a bad view. Not a bad view to catch a race. These guys are slowly starting to run down these lead two. That was Cody going wide there to let the leaders on by in the fish car. Dan Marrera is in chat. He's reporting that he got clipped by Jeff Groff, and that's what caused his terminal damage. Drone cam giving some great views here of the infield. Ooh, locking him up on the inside there. Do they go 27-27? Can they do it? And this is pit in for Nate Siefker. Pit in for Nate Siefker. This will be his stop. As well as Caleb Bency. We will stick with our defending champion right here. We see JJ Wang also coming in. So it looks like it'll go 23-23, and they'll have a very short stint at the end to run the red tires on light tanks. Probably about 10 laps. Looking at Caleb Bency and Nate Siefker back, or excuse me, Nicholas Johnson. Oh, Caleb around. Was there contact? Oh, yes, there was. And let's, can we get a better view here in the blimp? Yeah. Well, net code. Not actual contact, but it was tight. It was definitely tight in there. Michael O'Brien in the pits. Also in the pits, Christopher Hill. Seifert gets around, picking back up the lead. Here comes Nicholas Johnson as he's working now on Christopher Hill. Johnson has already stopped on the inside, locking up those tires, gets the position, pushing Christopher Hill out of the way. Johnson storming from the rear, now up to P3. Christopher Hill's not done with this battle yet. Looks to the inside, not going to be there. Back to turn 8, back onto the oval. Now will he catch the slipstream? Let's hop in the... let's see what it's like here in the slipstream. Oh, see how fast you come in here and you're sliding around and you hit that. It sounds like you hit bottom when you come off the speedway into the infield. There is a little bit of banking on that front stretch. Let's check out the fastest lap, and he's currently not on the racetrack right now, but is Bruno Miranda with a 104.705. Check that. Byron Daly just said it with a 104.464. Let's take a look at Byron as he's on the tail end. He probably was in their draft and probably got a great run. Now you see Byron Daly. Had fun talking with him last week. Again, with only 2 events to go after this, we go to Chicago, then to Mid-Ohio. Hoping that we see a lot of these drivers come back for Season 4, essentially, of the Formula Indy Series. See Nate move back to the chromey car. I like that choice. And I'm not letting them get away. Could be pacing himself as well. And beginning to learn more about Michael O'Brien because I've been racing with him in Lionheart. A very smart racer. Very deliberate racer. As that second group led by Nicholas Johnson as he's starting to weave. Break the draft there of Christopher Hill. Byron Daly is tacked on to the 3rd spot here. They get another big run down the front straight. That time it's just a 105 flat. All right, now can the Padawan do his master a favor by attacking Christopher Hill and allowing Nicholas Johnson to pull away? Nicholas Johnson says is up one position. That's where he qualified. It's not where he started. He started in the pits, dead last. He has worked his way up to P3. Pretty impressive. Let's take a look elsewhere in the top 10. Here's a battle for P. Actually, by himself in P6. There is Matthew Short. A little bit further on back, that is Caleb Bency. Just coming out of turn 8 onto the turn 8 and 9 is JJ Wang with a very solid top 10 performance. Rodrigo Munoz in the Backfire sports car. They are doing well. P9. And Matt Houston with a top 10 effort right now. The boss man. There he is. And on his 6 is Dakota DeMay, P11 for the Sunset Arctic car. Cristobal Valenzuela in a tight battle with Christian Jasper. This is a battle for 12th. And, well, it's a good time to mention Let's Race. There's a Let's Race car by Joshua Tucker. If you're just joining us, you're looking at lap 30 of 54 at the Homestead at Miami Speedway on the road course for the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series here for the Let's Race Miami Grand Prix. Alex Van de Sant stormed out to a good lead and then spun, and has been nothing but bad instances for him since then, as he got into another collision with Jeff Groff right about this portion of the racetrack. Your top 2 in the standings, Principal Dan and the inaugural series champion Gavin Sanders are not in the lineup, so it's giving an opportunity to Caleb Bency, who is now in P7. This man right here, opportunity to capitalize on the points. As a reminder, here are the points. Caleb's going to capitalize. Matthew Short will capitalize. Nicholas Johnson will capitalize. Nate Seifert will probably be the biggest winner coming out of this. Michael O'Brien is your leader, and he's also building a bit of a buffer now between himself and the rest of the field with 2 races to go. If he builds it big enough, he might clinch it before we get to Mid-Ohio. We'll see. Back in P16, Cody Claiborne in the Fish car. Still trying to recover from that early spin. Peter Donchek, P17. And a little bit further back on the racetrack, Alex Van de Sant. There he is. Just a rough day. Just riding out the laps here as we are now into the twilight hours. Lights are on here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And just to bring you back up to date with this battle right here, Byron Daly got around Nicholas Johnson and is now in P3. Nicholas Johnson's P4, Matthew Short P5, Christopher. This is the best battle on the racetrack. We're going to keep it right here. And once again, as I was telling you at the beginning of the race, it's the Super Speedway portion that's keeping a lot of these groups tight together with the draft, and then also the additional use of the push to pass. And on top of that, like I said, the infield road course is not very technical. The most technical portion is right about here. This is where it starts. We got a series of turns. I have an S bend. Another sweeper to the right, and then down a long straight. And then at the end of the straight here, a set of 2 turns. I could make it a double apex if you wanted. And another straightaway that kind of circles back on itself here. Down to another left-hander that then brings you back out onto the Super Speedway. Johnson is looking for a way around. Gonna have to do it on the high side. Byron is keeping that low side closed. Actually, he sneaks back up there a little bit and flashes him a little bad air. Side by side going in the turn 1. Oh, you see the car's got to get happy with coming off there. There's a little bit of banking right there from the main course to the infield course, from the oval to the infield course. Johnson gets the position away from Byron Daly, and now he's back to P3 and would like to set sail for Seifert O'Brien, but he is 6 seconds back from that battle, actually. There you see the 2 leaders coming through turn 8. Currently 17 cars left on the race, and on the track. Alex Van de Sant looks like he has retired. Dan Miglin has also retired. Jeff Groff has retired. Bruno Miranda has retired. And Dan Morera, as we saw from earlier from his report there in chat. Matthew Short getting really close. Oh, that's just a whole battle going on back there. Let's take a look here. Watching out the back end of Matthew Short's car. See how well, now this downforce package is punching a huge hole in the air, so this should allow Christopher Hill to kind of get a little bit closer. Not as close as I thought he would get. Christopher Hill gains a lot of his space back up under braking into the corners. Short kicks up a little dirt there. Keeps it under control. This is the main battle on the racetrack. This is a battle for P4. As the podium guy, oh, Short looking on the inside, trying to take the position from Byron Daly. Yes, he does. Now does Daly attack? And he's also got to defend because there's Christopher Hill in that PRI car. It's going to be a good day for that team if both these cars maintain, his team cars maintain their position. Right now, he and Seifert are teammates, and they occupy positions 1 and 6. Oh, that pushed Byron Daly wide. Here comes Caleb. Caleb's going to get by, and Byron's going to lose 2 positions there. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that. Christopher Hill now moves up into the top 5. I'll take a look at that really quick here. See if they're no, he just kind of he gave him more room than he thought he needed, and ended up hitting the grass and scooting off into the kitty litter. So that's what is going to cost him. He's still got a top 10. You see Nate Seifert now is lapped up to position 14. There's Dakota back there in P15. Looks like he is the first car a lap down. Surprised we haven't seen more incidents coming off the banking there. These cars do not like the bend, and they are not, they have shocks on them, but they're not like shocks on your car or struts on your car. They're very stiff, and they don't like the bend. And that carbon fiber body right there, and hitting that even that little fall off there on the banking can disrupt the car quite a bit. So Seifert coming around the back stretch now in the turn number 9 here on the oval turn 3. Turn 10 on the oval turn 4. Oh, don't clip the apron. Apron bad. Down the front straight there. And we're starting lap 40 now, so only 14 to go. That is now 17 laps of his current stint. When does he make that next pit stop? Definitely not saving the tires for anything, that's for sure. In front of him, there's Matt Houston, who just came out of the pits. I believe that might be Matt's final stop. He's good to go to the end. Matthew Short is looking to make his final stop. A car battling for the top 5 position. Hits his marks up on the pneumatic jacks. We're going to throw on the alternate tires. Light tanks, short run. Going to look to set some fast times. He's back underway. Oh, Cody off again. Come on, Cody, get back on. Come on. Gets back on. Good, safe return to the racetrack. Did not impede anybody. Letting Joshua Tucker by in that Litz race car. There you see oh! Matthew Short having issues. Cold tires. Let's see what happened. Just brakes and didn't turn. Just didn't turn. Does a good job at keeping it. There you go. Keeping it underway, and then Joshua Tucker did a good job there at getting around them. So that's going to hurt Matthew Short, his top 5 effort. Although he does get out in front of Byron Daly. And Byron is now stuck behind Joshua Tucker. Joshua probably will be stopping here in the next couple of laps. So there is your top 3. Nate Seifert right there. Michael O'Brien. Christopher Hill. And now Caleb Bency. All these guys still have to stop. Rodrigo Munoz, who's worked his way up to the top 5, he still has to stop. But this man, Nicholas Johnson, good to go to the end. That Let's Race fastest lap still going to Byron Daly. A 1:04.4. Let's hop on board Christian Jasper for the Kid Cam. This lap around Homestead Road Course is brought to you by KidWorks OC. Go to kidworksoc.org to see how you can help restore at-risk neighborhoods and make a difference in a child's life. While we were watching Christian Jasper, who moved up to P5, Christopher Hill assumed the lead, as he is running long in his stint. P2 is Nate Seifert, who's come out of the pits in P2. Nicholas Johnson trying to run him down. Lights are on in the infield here. This might be the first. Is it? Might be. I could be wrong. This could be the first night race on the road course in series history. I know we had that night race at Fontana last season. Alex Van de Sant won on the oval. And now we're going to watch Christopher Hill. An 18-second lead. Tonight's race from the Homestead Miami Speedway is brought to you by Let's Race. It's the best place for you to come show off your iRacing skills and win some cash to pay off all those cars and tracks. Come and join the inaugural Let's Race event titled Don't Be Last on Sunday, April 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. A $10 entry fee gets you in for a chance to win a $100 P1 prize, along with other opportunities to win other cash and prizes. It will be the IR18 IndyCar at the iRacing Super Speedway, but with a twist. The unique format should make for some exciting racing with cash and prizes up for grabs. Find the sign-up details in the Let's Race Discord channel link found in the description of today's broadcast. Don't be last. Sign up today. And there we see Christopher Hill getting out, moving down to P4. Whoa. And he comes around, and here comes Caleb Benzie. And Matthew Short. And Byron Daly gets around. Christopher Hill on cold tires. Wow, the last stop, unfortunate, very unfortunate. Went from a top 5 now to, well, still going to be a top 10, but a net loss there, not what he was wanting. Back up front, Nate Seifert with a 4-second lead over Emo and Nick Johnson. Yeah, 4-second over Johnson, another 4 seconds back to O'Brien, give or take. Not sure they're going to be able to reel him in time. Last time by, Seifert a 104.7, Johnson a 105.2. And Seifert, we'll go ahead and show you this. Purple, 103.934, Nate Seifert. The last Let's Race fastest lap there. Seven to go. 6 to go. Got a battle back here for 8th between Munoz and JJ Wang. Both are on push to pass. Wang has 2 left. Munoz is out. Munoz looking to the outside. Munoz on the alternate tires. Wang on the primes. Side by side coming into turns 1 and 2. Wang's holding them off. Great run by JJ. Slides a little bit through that corner. Keeps it under control. Munoz needs to get by rather quickly because those red tires of his are probably going to give up here soon. They're side by side. Gets the position. That moves Munoz up to P8. But JJ still has 2 push to passes left. Let's see if he uses one. He's on it. Ooh, good car control under braking. Coming in there a little bit hotter than normal. Gets the position back and still has 1 more push to pass to defend if he needs it. Or possibly attack. 5 laps to go. Currently 15 cars on the track still. 16 to 22nd are all retired. Now the lights shimmer from that chromey livery done by Sunset Arctic Graphics, I believe. Get your liveries done by them. Contact Dakota DeMade, he'll hook you up. Sure, he would also probably want me to talk about Echo Blade being available on Steam. Make sure to add it to your wish list or buy it today. Preferably buy it, I think is what he wants. Three to go. Very dark on the infield. Look at the... we don't really get the chance to see this. Not a lot of light on the infield. But they can still see the course. You can definitely see the rotors light up here as they are under braking. Two to go. We're going to go ahead and give the Let's Race Fastest Lap Award to Nate Seifert with a 103.9. The Fastest Lap Award is brought to you by Let's Race. It's the best place for you to show off your iRacing skills and win some cash to pay off all those new cars and tracks. Come join the inaugural Let's Race event called Don't Be Last on Sunday, April 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. A $10 entry fee gets you in for a chance at a $100 P1 prize along with other opportunities to win cash and prizes. It will be the IR18 IndyCar at the iRacing Super Speedway, but with a twist. The unique format should make for some exciting racing with caches and prizes up for grabs. Find the sign-up details in the Let's Race Discord channel, link found in the description of today's broadcast. Don't be last. Sign up today. Final lap for Nate Seifert, who frankly has dominated this race since he picked up the lead from Alex very early on. He defended when that it was pretty much a draft train, or what the F1 gang likes to say, a DRS train, for that first part of that first stint, and is kind of broken away. Has himself a 5-second lead over Nicholas Johnson. Nicholas Johnson, who started dead last on the field, even though we're showing him qualifying and making up only 2 spots. Johnson started from the pits and made up for it on the racetrack. And then Michael O'Brien now is moved into the 3rd spot, the points leader, looking for another good points-paying day. Off of corner number 4, Nate Seifert looking for a big points day and staying in contention with 2 weeks to go. And the Formula Indy Series, the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series, the Midwest Kidney Warriors car wins here at Homestead. Here comes Christopher Hill. Johnston and O'Brien have finished. Hill, P4. Caleb Pinsey, P5. Another top 5 for Caleb. Short, P6, not a great day that he necessarily wanted. Daly 7th. Wang coming, gets 8th. And actually, Wang kind of just hovered around that 8th spot all day and secures it at the end. Munoz at 9th. Cristobal Valenzuela getting a top 10 by beating Matt Houston. Christian Jasper finishing 12th. Dakota DeMaid going to get 13th. Joshua Tucker coming home in 14th. And Cody Claiborne, who just took the checker, now in the 15th. And that is the remainder of your field for tonight's Let's Race Grand Prix of Miami. Let's get tonight's results, and then we'll get into the interview room. Nate Seifert is your winner. Nicholas Johnson, P2. Michael O'Brien, P3. Christopher Hill, P4. Caleb Bency rounding out your top 5. Matthew Short, I'm sure he wanted a better day than P6, but a top 10 finish nevertheless. Great day on him. Byron Daly, a bit of the same. Great day on him. P7. JJ Wang, a great day for great start and great finish for JJ. Rodrigo Munoz and Cristobal Valenzuela. The Backfire Gang is getting some good points here for finishing 9th and 10th. Your top 15, Matt Houston, Christian Jasper, Dakota DeMaid, Joshua Tucker, and Cody Claiborne. This page, from 16 on back, unfortunately, they did not finish and retired early. Armando Edwards, Peter Donchek, Alex Vandesan is the key name here. He retired at 18 after leading to 18th spot after leading the opening laps, but losing it into turn 1 and then getting into an incident with Jeff Groff, which we are unfortunately on the in-car camera at that time. We caught on that, and then must have had another off because he ended up calling it a night. Daniel Miglin in 19th, Dan Morero 20th, Jeff Groff 21st, and Bruno Miranda 22nd. And that rounds out your field here at Homestead Miami Speedway. We'll wait for O'Brien and Johnson to hit the interview room, and we'll bring them in. While we're waiting, we do want to remind you that Midwest Kidney Warriors is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that advocates life for those battling kidney disease. We have several kidney warriors needing a life-saving transplant. Many require a living donor. Please visit our website at MidwestKidneyWarriors.com or visit their group page on Facebook today. Right now, only Nate is showing up in the waiting room here. Might just pull him down and talk with him. If we don't see from not Johnston or O'Brien. Well, we'll go ahead and get a roll on things here. And I do want to bring up the points here. As this is as of going into this race. So we're going to look at that here. And let's go ahead and... there's Nicholas Johnson. He just popped in. Do we get O'Brien going to pop in? We'll go ahead and bring in Nick Johnson here. Hey, Nick, got you in the booth with Gary here. Great race. I mean, we knew last week, at the end of last week's race, you were going to get that EOL for that incident at COTA. You got the EOL, even though you qualified, I think, 4th or 5th. So you had a nice pit spot, nevertheless. But you had to start from the pits, and you stormed all the way to the lead at one point, but finishing here at 2nd. How'd you do it?
Really, it was just driving like my hair was on fire. First half of the race was just trying to gain as many spots as quick as I could, and whenever I could, I used up a lot of my push to pass, so I had to pit early, and I went ahead and tried to undercut people because the tires didn't feel too terrible on the outlaps compared to most weeks. So the undercut was actually very strong this week, and I was able to gain a lot of time there. I just drafting tracks like this frustrate me because I mean it was a great battle with Christopher. I mean, it was good racing. I had a lot of fun, but in all that, I lost 3 seconds to Nate. And coming out of the pits on that final stop, I was 3 seconds behind Nate. So I'd like to think I would at least would have had a chance to fight him. Like I know his reds were going to be, I think it was 2 laps newer than mine, so he was going to be really quick for a couple laps there. But I would like to have a fight at it, but I can't. I can't knock a second place after starting from the pits.
So with Dan and Gavin not making today's lineup, Alex with a subpar day, unfortunately, and Dory not making today's lineup, that pretty much gives you a lot of, you might be moving up a lot of positions here going into the final two races. Not quite sure if you're still in contention, but definitely you might be in contention here for a solid top 5 finish in the points. Next, we're going to Chicago. This is a place that's a fairly new track to the iRacing service. It's a bit of a circus sometimes. But we're going to put Indy cars on its track. Have you got a chance to race this track at all in anything? And what do you think about putting Indy cars on this particular track?
I've never raced there before, but I'm a street circuit kind of person. I mean, I love Long Beach. I love street circuits, Detroit. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just got to be able to keep it in between the walls and all 4 tires and 2 wings on it.
And also for the points championship, another great points day for you guys, a P2 and a P6. So two in the top 10 for the Infinite Motorsports team. So good job on you guys. Any shout outs anybody wants to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah. First off, Matthew drove a great race and he did really well. He was running right with me there before that final stop. And I think he just had a couple issues on that last stint, or else we could have been looking at almost 2 podiums, maybe 2 top 5s. He did a great job. I got to thank all the guys over Team Infinite for the help this week with pit strategy and working together, and just overall team chemistry is really good. You guys, yourself, I guess, for broadcasting this and putting all this on. So my wonderful girlfriend Danielle, thank you, baby, for watching. Can watch all this, and obviously the Formula Indy Series for putting this on. I have a great time every Tuesday night, and I'm kind of sad the season's coming to an end soon.
Well, hopefully we'll get some news on the next season here soon, but still 2 weeks to go. Still lots of points to gather. Congratulations on just a stellar run. Everything but the win coming from the rear in the pit. So great effort. Go make sure your hair is not on fire anymore and get some rest. You definitely earned it. We'll see you next week at in the streets of Chicago.
Thanks, man. We'll see you at the Windy City.
Yeah. We'll move him back up to the waiting room there. All right. And let's bring down Nate. He's in the general. Hopefully I don't bring him in and he's talking. Hey, Nate. I knew you would be talking. I was like, oh, please don't bring him down here and have him saying something that doesn't need to go on the air.
All I was saying is I hope Gary knows I'm in this room. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I could see you. I could see you. No problem. Hey, dominant day for the most part. I think you led about every lap. So you got the purple lap, 103.934. So you got the Let's Race fastest lap race of the fastest lap of the race award. It looks like that first stint was pretty much as my friends who play the F1 game like to say a DRS train, where you guys were all kind of all locked in a draft and you're kind of close together, and then eventually you broke away. You were driving extremely hard. Where were you getting the extra speed out of the car that was managing you to pull away from the rest of the guys and eventually break the draft and then eventually put a huge margin on everyone?
It wasn't. I was actually driving pretty calm, to be honest with you. Mainly, it was the exits I was focusing on. The car, the setup that we had is very understeer, it seemed like, in the infield section. So taking a different line than what, most took in practice. So very late apex, get the power down and get it down to the ground. That's why it looked like I was driving aggressively, but really it was just managing the rear slip at the end, towards the end of the stints, and just trying to get the drive off, because if you had that late launch and you could get the power down, you get that little extra speed, and that prevents any runs potentially coming. So that was pretty instrumental in keeping where we were. And yeah, it was a DRS train. That's the simplest way to put it there for that first stint. It was all about managing. We had O'Brien there. I think we had Matthew as well. I think Chris was in that train. Caleb was in the train. Everyone was in the train, honestly. So yeah, it was just managing the gaps there, and then yeah, from there it was just managing the tires the best I could.
Great points day for you, maximizing those points when you really needed them the most, and also a great points day for your team, finishing first and fourth, 2 top fives for the points championship. That's going to add up rather quickly. But with Dan Piazza, Gavin Sanders not in the night's lineup, Alex Van de Sant with a rough race, you might have an opportunity to get up to second, if not probably third in the standings here. Going into the final 2 weeks. It's going to be tough through these next 2 races, and we're going to a race course next that we've never been to. That's a fictional course per se, but it's not a very forgiving course because of the concrete canyons, and we're going to throw the Indy cars in there. What do you think of putting these Indy cars on the Chicago road course?
I mean, I think it's an interesting challenge for sure. I think it'll be interesting for sure to see how if any passing happens. You know, it'll be basically whoever's on the pole is going to have an excellent shot to win the race, I think. So, you know, I think qualified, that's if you're going to turn into the broadcast, you definitely need to watch qualifying, because that's going to be the most exciting part, I think, for the most part. But yeah, I think it's tight. It's very bumpy, for sure. I haven't had a chance to, I like to want to at least test the setup, but knowing how that track runs in my preliminary running, it'll be very bumpy. It'll be very easy to make a mistake. So, yeah, I'm curious to see how it races. Hopefully there's passing, or else that won't be very fun.
Again, a great night. I'm sure you want to get off here to celebrate, and along with your teammates and family and friends. While we have you here, shout outs, anybody want to say hi to?
Yeah, first off, want to thank Midwest Candy Warriors. Shane has already called and congratulated me, so that's awesome to have him, have him call. So that's awesome to have them on board. Helping Warriors find living donors. It's an incredible group. You should definitely check them out. I want to thank Inside Sim Racing as well, and agency.com for coming on board with me for all my other stuff as well. They're great. Inside Sim Racing is a great company as well. And actually SimMotion. Sorry, I got it mixed up. SimMotion. That doesn't look good, but oh well.
Not to cut you off here. As I told Gavin, I said you're up here so often. Just write them down and just have them on a piece of paper.
I've yet to do it. Maybe this has made me reconsider that stance. But thank them anyway. Thank you, of course, for being up here in the booth. I know it's hard soloing a broadcast, but you do a really good job. When I watch these back, I think the admin team as well. Halfway through the race, it got really dark, and I was like, "This is getting dark. I don't know how this is gonna race." It turned out there's enough light at the end, barely, because you just adjust to it. But yeah, that was kind of cool, honestly. And I thank all the guys that race. It's a great group of people to race around for sure.
Well, there you have it. Your win tonight gets you closer in the championships a little bit more. 2 races to go. We're going to Chicago next. We'll see you there in the Windy City.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And that's it. I don't see Mo. Of course, he's way on the other side of the world. It's tomorrow over there. So I don't blame him for possibly wanting to get off here and close down the machine and go on, take care of the rest of his day, whatever he might be doing. So that's Michael O'Brien. He is still going to come out of here as the points leader, more than likely. So next week we move to the Chicago road course. It should be interesting. It is a fictional course here on the iRacing service. It is a very similar to, I would guess, Long Beach. It might be a little bit shorter, give or take. Very tight, not a lot of runoff area. If you miss your turn, you're going to go into a wall rather quickly. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys, 20 plus, 25 plus cars, are going to start there on that very short front stretch and work their way through the streets of Chicago. But that's next week. You don't want to miss that. That should be interesting. And that then will set us up for the finale, April 5th, there at Mid-Ohio. So that's really it. I hope everyone had a good time. Let's get on out of here. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium for the Let's Race Grand Prix of Miami is Nate Seifert, your winner. Nicholas Johnson storming from the rear, P2. Michael O'Brien, your points leader. He's holding on there for P3. Join Race First for round 9 of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series as we retrace the route of Jake and Elwood Blues on the streets of Chicago at the road course. That's next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube at youtube.com/racefirst. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not easy, so please help support Race First with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below to let us know what you thought of tonight's race, and if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. And if you're new, click subscribe. While you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so you don't miss out on more of Race First's iRacing programming, including our exclusive Tuesday coverage, of course, of the Midwest Kidney Warriors, our Monday coverage of the Indy Top Split Monday race, and on NTT IndyCar Series race weeks this season. Join us the Friday before at 3 p.m. Eastern as we'll be bringing you the action of the IndyCar iRacing Series Top Split. Join myself and Turn 4 Racing's Nick Sudik and NHR Esports Isaac Morris. So we'll be bringing you the action on Race First right here on YouTube at youtube.com/racefirst. Tonight's race sponsorship of the Let's Race Miami Grand Prix, along with Let's Race Pole and Let's Race Fastest Lap Awards, brought to you by Let's Race. It's the best place for you to show off your iRacing skills and to win some cash to pay off all those new cars and tracks. Come join the inaugural Let's Race event. Don't be last on April 10th at 7 p.m. $10 gets you in for a chance to win a $100 P1 prize, along with other opportunities to win cash and prizes. You'll be the IR18 IndyCar at the iRacing Super Speedway, but with a twist. The unique format should make some exciting racing with cash and prizes up for grabs. Find the sign up today. Details on the Let's Race Discord channel, link found in the description of today's broadcast. Don't be last. Sign up today. Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series ride-along sponsorship paid for by KidWorks OC. KidWorks OC restores Orange County, California at-risk neighborhoods one life at a time. Go to kidworksoc.org to see how you can help restore at-risk neighborhood and make a difference in a child's life. Formula Indy Series naming rights paid for by Midwest Kidney Warriors. Midwest Kidney Warriors is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that advocates life for those battling kidney disease. We have several kidney warriors needing a life-saving transplant, and many require a living donor. For more information, please visit our website at MidwestKidneyWarriors.com or stop by their group page on Facebook today. For business inquiries and to learn more about Race First and what we do, visit racefirst.com or follow us on Twitter. You can follow me, Gary Gazzo, on Twitter at Gary Gazzo. So, for everyone at Race First, I'm Gary Gazzo saying all good night. Thanks for watching. And to all our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed. God bless and come home safe. Thanks again, everybody. Catch us next week for the next race of the Midwest Kidney Warriors Formula Indy Series. Good night.